Apart from mental state and spiritual, Tyler discovered some interesting ways on how to become rich that we are going to share with you in these few next minutes. So if you are new here, kindly abide by the rules of our family. Subscribe to always get the new updated video. In the way that every institution has a couple of rules to welcome and give a seat in the field to whoever is new and joining the group. It is the same way that riches pass people under some process, because wealth isn't a destination but a process. 1. Start small. The great Thomas Edison started with a simple formula to invest an electrical bulb. Bill Gates started with a simple code to later transform and innovate the informatic look with Microsoft. Warren Buffett started to buy a share of $1, and today he's holding shares that can cost millions of dollars in Berkshire Hathaway. All these successful people, and even many others that I didn't list, have one thing in common. As startups, they had big dreams, big picture of a bright future, but they all started from the scratch. I came to realize one big disease in many people aspiring to success. And the point is that we usually see the hero but not his story. You love someone for his accomplishments and his success and want to be like him, yet you ignore his story. Where does he come from? How did he start? And has it usually been said, success, wealth, or a huge bank account aren't what make her hero? A hero is made by his journey, the problems, the trials he faces along the way, the difficulties he fights against, the hardship he overcomes, the tough situations he prevails, the sacrifices he takes, and the risks he takes. That's what makes a hero. You wanna build your wealth, you got to have the strong will and a big dream as Thomas Edison, and get the habit of an hero. Be fearless and take the first step. You don't need to make it big at once, but rather start small and grow in time following your dreams. I think if Bill Gates could wait and want to present Microsoft in 2021, he would not hammer the $133 billion he has now. Neither Warren Buffett, if he could wait to start investing in 2021, would not actually have the $84.6 billion he has in his account bank. Every second, every minute, every hour counts. Don't waste your time. Just do it, regardless of how small it is. The distance is nothing. It's only the first step that is difficult. An idea is to be expressed. A project is to be worked upon. Don't leave it inside. Bring it out. Otherwise, it will consume you. 2. Saving. This sounds classic for some, but no man has ever been rich without savings. To save is to be a visionary. When you save, you mean that tomorrow can be anything, doubty or nothing or scary. We always uncertain about tomorrow, and the money you set aside will prevent any financial matter that occurs on an unexpected day. The other good that brings joy in savings is that saving gives you the opportunity of accomplishing your plans and projects. Soon you will find out the reason behind every bank account. Sure, a lot of people think people owns bank accounts for pleasure, or as some others say, they don't trust themselves enough to keep their own money. They are scared to lose it all. A friend once told me the rich keep and have bank accounts because they get enough money to live with and enough to keep in bank. But for me, I don't really care about those stuffs. The only thing I know is to live my life and enjoy the present. I don't mind about the future because it's always a myth and it will take care of itself anyway. Why do I care? My friend was somehow right according to the choice he made and the thing he accepted to believe in. But the truth for the matter is, If you don't have the habit of saving, you'll never see such thing happen in your life. 3. Investing. Most people ask me, what do you think make the rich richer? And how do you think they come to accomplish all those grand things? I was astonished to know when I was reading one silly book of Rich Dad that the 10% of people in the world always make 90% of the money. And so, only 10% of money is split among the 90% of people who are average and poor. That's sad, but it's true. And in order to understand it clearly, to not step into the trap of complaints, you need to understand the power of investing. I say complaints are traps because they automatically solve any problem. Complaints will never give you power over anything. If you choose to complain about how richer themselves, if you choose to complain about how they exploit the poor, about how they don't work hard and gain much, you will remain sad in that hell until you understand that any of your complaints will change that rich who richer himself, and even less to take his money away from him. As an advice, never complain about the thing you don't have and cannot have power over. Instead of complaining, rather put yourself in a motion of understanding why and how they make it, so to give yourself a chance to deal in a return one day. The best and preached skill the rich use to get richer is investing. Take a minute and see around. How many assets or goods do you own? And how many assets or goods does your Uncle Rich owns? Ever since the world has existed, every man who was called rich had assets, and every asset often comes from savings. So now I hope you understand how the game to wealth is played. Start small, save, then invest. Never say that the rich don't work hard, because if you say so, you are only seeing the hero and not the story behind his back. They also started from the scratch as you now. They worked their ass off to excel. When you see a successful man passing by, tell yourself he's now enjoying the fruit of his sweat and hard work. Cause believe me when I say this formula, hard work plus hard work equal to excess. And when you reach excess, it will no longer you who will use this formula to get money, but other people will use it for you. Now, nothing else is left out for you to become wealthy, successful, and millionaire or rich. So subscribe, leave a comment, and like if you've heard of this video. And if not, let us know about your complaints in comments. We love you.